Sometimes you kind of feel like, the typical bicycle with the training wheels. When do you take the training wheels off and say, okay, I've learned enough so that I can start doing it? I assume you put together a whole again, when we did test masters, they were diagnostics that came at different sequences. After they've taught a ton of learning, then they give you a diagnostic, a little less learning, and a diagnostic, then a diagnostic, and a diagnostic, and then you got into the exam. I assume, what kind of scheduling do you provide so that people can finally take off the training wheels and go from L to A, then A to S, and S to E, and then R?
Yeah, exactly. So the first thing I give all my students is a roadmap, a detailed plan of attack, so that step by step, day by day, you know exactly what to do. And that laser approach is the underlying principle behind these study plans. So there are diagnostic tests scattered throughout. I tend to put them a little bit later in the plan because folks typically find diagnostics pretty discouraging at the beginning, and everyone does need to learn the same thing. And also, the roadmaps are simply a general framework. Each student will have to adapt them to their own situation. These are day-by-day plans. And so I'll say, take off day 5 and study day 6. But if you're busy on day 6, flip it around, whatever works for you. Similarly, if someone is better at logical reasoning, but worse at reading comp, they might want to take 1 week from the logical reasoning portion and devote it to reading comprehension instead. So there's always going to be some adaptation involved, but I want students building the foundation before they start burning through practice material. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.